Let's go now to the province of KwaZulu-Natal. 5 men accused of killing rapper Keenan, a.k.a. Forbes, and businessman Tibz were in court today. And it was for another pre-trial conference, which was postponed to today due to outstanding witness statements from the state. And on the line, we're joined by Nobuhle Modise, Newzroom Afrika Reporter, to give us a sense of what happened today. Nobuhle, thank you for your time, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good, ma'am. Oh, it's dragging. It keeps on. We keep on seeing postponements of some sort. Were there further postponements for today? Somebody was saying that probably a pre-trial is likely to take place next year around June. But please give us the details of what transpired today.
Of course. So let me break it down for you. So we are currently in the pre-trial conference stage of the AKA murder case. And basically what this is both the defense and the prosecution get to sit down and discuss, all the nitty-gritty of the case, including any, information that needs to be shared to the defense so they can be able to formulate their defense when the trial starts. Now, what is dragging with regards to this particular case is that the pre-trial conference has been going on for too long now. And the date that has the adjournment for the 19th of June 2026 essentially means that it will be a finalization of the pre-trial conference. So it will still be pre-trial conference phase. Although a tentative trial date has been sent, we know, we know that a date has been set for between the 20th of July all the way up till October 2026. So they still need to finalize that as well, but those are the tentative dates. But the reason why we're seeing another delay with regards to today's proceedings is with regards to key witness statements. Now, the prosecution is not playing party and doesn't want to hand over some witness statements to the defense because they fear for the lives of those people. Now, they are planning to, argue their case using CCTV footage and a money trail. You'd remember that accused number 4, Mziwethemba Gwabeni, who's been pinpointed as the mastermind, had received an amount of over 800,000 rand that he is said to have allegedly then split between him and some of his accused. Now, the state wants to drive this case using that particular trail as well as CCTV footage. You'd remember that it was said in court that Mziwethemba Gwabeni, accused number 4, is the one that had been waiting for AKA and his entourage at the airport, and there is CCTV footage that link that particular statement that the state has set. And today we saw quite a dramatic turn of events in terms of Judge Jacqueline Hendricks, who was quite irritated, if I may put it that way, because who is saying this process shouldn't be taking this long. And this comes in the backdrop of Judge President Toba Boyo-Drati, who at some point before we actually went into pre-trial, she had appealed with both parties, the defense and the prosecution, that this matter, particularly when it comes to pre-trial conference phase, needs to be concluded in the quickest way possible. And this is because, number one, there are some judges who are going into retirement, so they need to plan ahead for that. And basically in the interest of justice as well. Even now the accused are still remaining behind bars. So they finalized the pre-trial conference on the 19th of June next year. So it has been particularly too long for a pre-trial conference phase. And like I said, this phase, they basically supposed to iron out any nitty-gritties before the trial goes ahead. And you would see that because it's pre-trial phase, we haven't even been allowed to bring our cameras into the courtroom because the fear that sensitive information, like witness names, would come out before the trial. So we saw Judge Hendricks today just very irritated with the fact that it can't be that we are still in pre-trial phase when we should be moving forward and finalizing this and stamping the fact that the trial will take place next year in July.
Let me ask you a key question before I let you go. Is the NPA convinced that those that are appearing before the court, the suspects, are the only ones involved, or is the law enforcement pursuing others in this case?
The only way to answer that and because you'd remember the provincial commissioner, Nhlanhla Mkhwana, also mentioned that there will be more arrests that pertain to the AKA murder case. And there's a lot of things that are happening in the background, Tabby. So, for example, even the state itself, I mean, it's a common scene where we see some prosecutors driving around in armored vehicles and tight security detail. But in this case, they've really put more effort in making sure that they are protected, and they are not willing to give out those witness statements for those for some of those 45 witnesses that will be taking the stand. So a lot of things are happening in the background that even the media are not privy to, but you can really tell that a big bomb is going to drop anytime soon. And even within that explosive media briefing by Nhlanhla Mkhwana last month, he made mention of the fact that with regards to the AKA murder case, there is more to come. So a lot is happening in the background that a lot of us are not privy to, but watch this space, especially ahead of that trial in July next year.
No, the bomb must drop. This big bomb, we want it to drop, some of us. Thank you so much, Nobuhle. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So there you go, Nobuhle Modise, the Newzroom Afrika Reporter.